The 2021 MLB season is slated to open on April 1st, 2021, and barring a catastrophe even more horrible than the half-dozen catastrophes that we've been living through lately, we might actually get Major League Baseball games all spring and summer. If so, good luck to your favorite team, unless it's the Boston Red Sox. Just kidding. We here at Operation Sports hope that every player wins the MVP and that every team wins the World Series. Please like and subscribe. The yearly MLB The Show game from San Diego Studio is a staple of baseball's opening weekend, much like Peanuts, Cracker Jack, and Andro Steamed Ione. And this year, there's a lot to be excited about, especially if you're the type to live vicariously through a video game character. Today we're going to focus on Road to the Show mode. We've already done a wish list video about 2021's Road to the Show, but this video is going to focus on what we already have confirmed and what we already know about the upcoming game. We're Operation Sports, I'm Matthew Ederer, and these are 5 things we've learned about MLB The Show 21's Road to the Show mode. Number 5. New animations. According to a post on PlayStation blog by developer Ramon Russell on March 15, 2021, MLB The Show 21 will feature 100 new bat flips, tosses, and home run swings, 140 new batting stances, 250 redone batting stances, 180 redone pitching animations, and over 1,000 new fielding animations. Realistically, significant animation updates don't happen to sports games every year. I've seen many a WWE game come and go with the same basic moves, give or take 10 extra new ones. So it might seem like a small or almost necessary thing, but hey, you know what, San Diego Studio? We see you and we appreciate the effort. Having said that, you could probably work more variations of the Stone Cold Stunner into this game. Number 4. New Perk and Loadout system. In an effort to remove, quote, grinding to the top overall rating in a player's core attributes, unquote, Road to the Show 21 will feature a new perk and loadout system that should, in theory, lead to a less restrictive path of player growth. In the past, players had to choose from one of 5 preset archetypes which all had various attribute caps. Now, we still have to choose a player archetype, but on the plus side, we'll be able to cheese it by switching that type every single game. Number 3. Create a two-way player. Have you always wanted to play a full two-way pro career in MLB baseball? Well, me neither. But for those of us who do dream the impossible dream, now you can create a Shohei Ohtani or Brendan McKay type two-way player to both pitch and hit your way into the Hall of Fame. Or maybe you'll be a Babe Ruth style two-way player who is so good at one discipline that you're forced to stick with it exclusively. Or of course you could be a Rick Ankiel type two-way player who is so bad at one side of the ball that you're forced onto the other. I can understand why it took until now for MLB The Show to include two-way players into their career modes, and honestly, they maybe should have waited an extra year because this feature combined with the next item on our list might be a game changer for online play. Not necessarily in a good way, but all in all, the new two-way player mechanic is a positive change that I plan on absolutely never using. Number 2. Use your Road to the Show player in Diamond Dynasty mode. MLB The Show's Diamond Dynasty mode is probably the single best and most rewarding card collecting mode in all of sports gaming already. It didn't need many tweaks to be great. But this is big news, and it's largely unexpected. For years now, MLB The Show's Diamond Dynasty mode has allowed managers to create players, but these created players were restricted to that person's Diamond Dynasty team. Created players could not be used or improved upon in any other game modes. But as of MLB The Show 21, players will be able to import their custom Road to the Show players into their Diamond Dynasty teams, and use those players in challenges and online versus, other human beings. So I do worry that in about 3 months, Diamond Dynasty is just going to be full of 7-foot two-way supermen, like Aaron Judge meets Randy Johnson just jacking 500-foot home runs while snapping off Mr. Snappy sliders. But until that day happens, the potential for this is really exciting. It's the kind of thing that I've always wondered why it wasn't part of the game, and I'm glad that we finally have it. Number 1. In-game podcast. Similar to College Hoops 2K8 or NFL 2K5, MLB The Show 21 will feature a regular league wrap-up show. MLB's take on this classic sports game gimmick will come at us in podcast form, with a audio podcast on last-gen systems and a fully fleshed out visual podcast on PS5 and Xbox Series whatever. The podcast will feature, quote, a ton of talent from all around sports and the MLB network, unquote. There are hundreds of unique episodes and sound clips recorded, and I'm sure as this concept grows and gains popularity, we will only add more and more. But then again, they said that about the Tony Bruno show all those years ago. In any event, the lack of league immersion has been the primary complaint of Road to the Show fans over the past few years. The fact that San Diego Studios have gone to such lengths to add some spice to their career mode proves that they're listening to the fan base, and they're going above and beyond to try to create the best sports game on the market. We're going to see if they get there, but this is a really encouraging start. Well, that's going to do it for us today at Operation Sports, but if you liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, dunk on our enemies, and keep it locked here for more news on the latest sports games, and maybe some stuff about the oldest sports games as well. My name is Matthew Editor, and you can hear more of me over at Sunday night's Main Event Radio, where we have 3 massive shows coming up next week as WWE NXT heads into their 2-night takeover event and their eventual move to Tuesday nights. So check out NXT Talk with me and my good pal Boris Aguilar on Sunday night's Main Event. That's available on their Patreon page every Wednesday morning starting April 14th, 2021. It's available Thursdays now. NXT's moving. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Go Blue Jays. Stay safe out there.